like he did early in the race, because he doesn't really have tires. If I was him, I'd be protecting that bottom right now and not playing around on that high side.
1 lap to go. White flag.
There you go.
You heard Ty Norris, his spotter, tell him, protect that bottom.
Got to stay on the bottom now. This is no time to be pulling somebody. Don't worry about that. You just win this race. Stay on the bottom. Michael will take care of himself.
Well, 3 wide at the back of the pack. Now, all of these cars are in the 500 if they cross the finish line.
And they all know it, and I've got a pretty good idea. You'll see that they're going to use good manners coming to the line. Timmy Johnson would like to get to the outside here, but Tony's not going to allow that.
Every position you get from here to the line, you start 1 row further forward to the 500, and here they come.
Yep.
Dale Jr. to win it. Waltrip, Bodine, Wallace, Stewart. And they were still wide at the back. An engine lets go at the line, and Kenny Schrader.
I think that was
the last spot.
I think it's a tire rub on that, and I think it's the 6th car. I'm not sure if he got in the fence. Mark.
He and Bobby Labonte were mixing it up there with Jack Sprague on the final lap.
I think he got up against the wall coming out of turn 4. They were racing real hard back there.
Greg Biffle led the opening 22 laps until a set of caution flag pit stops. He lost the lead in the pit stop. It was Michael Waltrip off the pit road first, and then Junior took the lead from him at lap 37. We've now started lap 50. White flag is up. Dale Jr. seeking his 2nd win in a Gatorade 125. He won his qualifying race a year ago. His other 3 performances on Thursdays here at Daytona finishes at 4th, 2nd, and 2nd. It's a pretty impressive record.
But Tony did complain about his car not being able to close up. You see that gap of 3 or 4 car lengths between him and the 8? That's really what he's complaining about. It will not make up that gap. Will not close up on the back bumper of the car in front of him.
Well, his father won 12 of these Thursday qualifying races at Daytona. Today, Dale Earnhardt Jr. takes his 2nd. Earnhardt Jr. wins race 1. Close race for 3rd at the line with McMurray edging Michael Waltrip, it looks like.
And Hope lost 2 spots.
That except for Nemechek, everybody behind him did pit, so he's right behind Nemechek. But then he's got Boris Said and A.J. Allmendinger to deal with. We'll have 2 laps to go to see who gets in the 500.
And it's a gamble either way. Gamble you stay out on the tires you got. A gamble you come in and get new ones. It's a gamble. It's a crapshoot.
Boy, Reed Sorensen in that 41 car staying hooked to the rear bumper of Dale Earnhardt Jr. in 88. You're looking at it right here.
That isn't bump drafting. That's just plain old pushing right there.
Jimmy Johnson dropped way to the back on the restart to preserve his pole-sitting car for Sunday.
And look at those 2 cars. Look at the gap they put on everybody else because of that push they're getting. That was work to perfection. That was 2 guys that really had it figured out when they took the green. It's not going to do them a lot of good, except that these cats back here are going to catch them.
I was going to say they were really strung out, but now they're starting to pull back together. That's the transfer spot race right there. Look at the run. Vickers in the 83 car. It's getting through the high side of 3 and 4. They'll be coming to the white flag.
And you see why, Larry. I mean, the 78 car is dancing around, and Vickers has got a little grip. He goes right by.
He can drive that race car now.
Hanging on to her.
What a comeback for Brian Vickers. He is in the final transfer spot. Remember, Nemechek can fall back on his speed and be in the 500.
Nemechek will not push the envelope because he don't want to get up there and pass Kenny Wallace. Nemechek's in the 500.
78-2 back.
I tell you what, I am shocked at. I know we see some good racing right in here, but those 2 cars up front have put a huge gap on everybody else and holding it.
This is the first time we've seen anybody get away from the lead pack.
Yeah, that's the biggest lead I've seen anybody have here all week.
There's Kenny Wallace in the 87 car trying to come to the finish line to get him the Daytona 500.
Oh, 3 wide behind the leaders. It sorts out. And the 2nd checkered flag for the Sprint Cup cars in Speed Weeks. Dale Earnhardt Jr. again.
Boy, Menard in the 15 got pushed all the way down on the apron.
He went down there. He had nowhere to go. He had to try to get by Kenny. I don't know why, but he had to.
This is Dale Jr.'s 3rd victory in a Gatorade Duel. He won in 2000. Justin Marks The 29 on the inside, the black car. Now he is in the bubble spot.
I saw Michael McDowell in that 95 car. He was trying to thread the needle. Right now, he is not in. He's back in the 17th spot.
Logano wants the lead from Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Now, I tell you, that guy behind him might help him, though. That 4 car of Kevin Harvick, he might decide he wants to help him push up to the front.
McDowell on the bubble. Keselowski out. Dillon out. Marks out.
It's all
Larson
on the line.
in.
It's on the line now, boys. Who's going to make it?
Yaley's in right now. Michael Annette's in.
Here comes the 22.
Whoa, what a slide job, and Earnhardt goes to the bottom to break the draft. From last at the start, first at the finish, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Hell yeah. Good job, guys. Awesome.
And the bubble spot goes to Daytona 500 rookie Ty Dillon, 16th.
What happened there on that last lap on the 4th turn? Logano wanted to dive under Dale Jr. He had the head of steam, but Jeff Gordon was in his way, and he couldn't do it, and he had to. It's going to get a little dicey here on this last lap because everybody's going to really start to really take the chances that they've been waiting for the last lap.
It's going to be on top 21. Free on the high side. 21. Free on the high side behind it. He's getting sharp for the 21 now. Here he comes.
If that 21 can work with Joey Logano, I think they might have a shot at getting to the inside of Dale Jr. Right here is where you're going to have to back up to the car. Let Jr. get out there. Don't worry about what's happening down the back straightaway. Worry about what's going to happen when you get to turn 3 or maybe even coming off of turn 4.
Jr. just gets off of a corner so well. It gets off of 2 great. It really gets off turn 4. He's been able to gap everybody on corner exit.
Just not quite enough right there.
Can't quite get to him.
He's not through. They're still 1 apart. They're still 1 apart.
One car length.
Not pushing.
That's the difference. Chevy versus Ford. Spinning goes Brian Scott to the infield, but Dale Earnhardt Jr. will win his dual race for the 2nd year in a row. Tough break for the rookie from Idaho, who was fastest in one of the practices yesterday.